He's going to grab him.
Oh my God.
He's wearing jeans in there.
He never takes his eyes off him. I ain't either.
I wonder how much he weighs.
Probably 100 pounds.
Oh damn, the person got in front.
Sorry. Go ahead. Go.
Should be. Did you hear his jaw?
Get close enough to see whether this is a U or a V. You can look at the teeth. A wild alligator is going to have an overbite, which means the top jaw overlaps the bottom jaw. All you see is the top teeth pointing down when an alligator shuts its mouth. Crocodiles have an even bite, so when a crocodile shuts its mouth, you see jagged top and bottom teeth showing. Now there's a difference in the colors, but down in the national park in different places, they roll around in the mud. They all look the same color when they dry out. They look that white, milky color. Crocodiles, more of a yellow-gray tone. Alligators, when they're this size, are going to be black, not green like you see in the cartoons. Until he gets tired and then walk away. Now if you're in the water and an alligator attacks you, they're going to go underwater and come out wherever you are. So if he sees you or you see him, go underwater, swim as far as you can, come up and take another breath, then swim to shore. They cannot see you underwater. They have very bad eyesight. Now when an alligator attacks, usually what it does, it'll swing left, it'll swing right. They can even come around and grab the tip of their tail. One place they cannot bite is right behind their own back legs. So if I can get behind his back legs, he shouldn't be able to get me. At least that's what the book says. Now when I asked to be an alligator wrestler, my boss told me that I would need 3 things. A big stick, a low IQ, and good health insurance. I don't have a big stick or the health insurance. Now what?
Woo!
Start working out. A couple things you're going to notice on the alligator. The back of the alligator is covered in spikes. What they are is individual bone fragments called scutes or osteoderms. What they are is protective plates and solar panels. When they fight each other, this keeps their organs intact. I don't know if you can hear it. This size alligator, they're about that thick. Now, solar panels are cold-blooded reptiles. When the alligator sits out in the sun, absorbs the sun's heat into the scutes, blood runs underneath it, warms up their blood, speeds up their metabolism, aids in their digestive process during the winter months. It's too cold for them to digest the food. They won't eat for 3 or 4 months sometimes when it gets too cold. Here at the alligator farm, we run water in here. It's warm water, so they'll always eat, because when we do our feedings, we want to have them eating, not just sit in there. Next thing you'll notice, right behind the eyes, these little triangular shaped things on either side of the head. Those are the ears. What that layer of skin does right there, it sucks tight to the skull and it waterproofs the ear canal when they go under. Eyes on an alligator this size have about a 4-inch deep eye socket. They have 3 eyelids, one that comes up, one that comes down, and a membrane that comes across sideways. That membrane keeps the impurities out of their eyes when they go under the water, but it's very milky. That is why they cannot see. A lot of trees, a lot of sticks. They get poked in the eye. When they fight with other alligators, they get grabbed, teeth go in the socket, their eye immediately sinks down into the socket, protecting it from getting poked out. If you look very closely, you're going to see that little membrane come across from the side.
Oh, wow. I saw it move.
I saw it.
Now, the skull on the alligator is skin-covered bone. really nothing I do to this alligator can hurt him. Anything that he does could easily hurt me, so be on my side, not his. We appreciate it. Now, tip of the snout, you have these two little holes. Those are the nostrils. That's where the alligator is going to breathe through. If they're sitting in the water, you'll notice usually just their eyes and their nostrils are going to stick out. If they breathe in through their mouth, they take in 10, 20 gallons of water, they'll drown. Brain of the alligator is located right where my fingertip is. On this size alligator, the brain is about the size of the tip of my thumb. There's only one creature in the world with a smaller brain to body mass ratio than the alligator, and that is the alligator wrestler, and we're going to show you why in just a second. Originally, alligator wrestling was started by the Native Americans, not for tourism or educational purposes, but for survival. Alligators provide food, clothing, and weapons. They go out in the swamp, jump on the back of the alligator. You do not need weapons to hunt alligators. They'll stay on their ground, kind of like this one did. Tie their mouths up. They kept them alive because in the hot Florida sun, the meat would spoil. Meat was used for the food source. The hide was used for the leather that they would make clothing out of. And then the skull and the bottom jaw was sharpened up and used to make the weapons. Get my good side, or should I? Your real Florida smile. Alligators have 40 teeth on the top, 40 on the bottom. Crocodiles have 30 on the top, 30 on the bottom. All you see is about a third of their... All you see is about a third of their tooth. Inside their top and their bottom jaws, they have a hollow root with another tooth inside of it. When an alligator goes after a fish and grabs a rock, their teeth break off. They go through about 3,000 teeth in their lifetime. At around 60 to 70 years old, they'll stop reproducing their teeth. He does not know what is in there. But what happens, they have sensory glands on the top and the bottom jaws. When something touches them inside their mouth, they slam shut in about a 15th of a second.
Watch this,
Over
Dan.
2,000 pounds per square inch
Sand.
fighting pressure. We use a little bit of sand to demonstrate this.
Faster than the eye can
Now it
see.
works in the top or the bottom jaw. We're going to show you that in slow motion. I said slow motion. Next thing I'm going to show you is how one person can catch an alligator by themselves out in the Everglades. You need 2 hands to tie a knot, 2 hands to hold the alligator's mouth closed. This is what is known as the bulldogging technique. Lay a piece of leather across your lap. You would have yourself a captured alligator. Now the next thing I'm going to show you serves no purpose whatsoever. Just makes a cool picture. It's called the face-off. If I make a mistake.
Don't even do that.
Yeah, you're right. That's the money maker. That Unfortunately, I never learned how to get off the back of an alligator in alligator wrestling school. I need an assistant to hold his mouth shut while I get off from the back.
Oh, thank you.
Somebody
here,
over
this guy
18
here.
with
No.
a family or relative.
Get the German guy in the front.
I'm going to ride that thing.
Trick him.
And since he did such a good show, we're going to give him a snack.
No.
Oh, no, we're not going to give him